But have you noticed one thing surprising here? If you want to read a number, okay, we will add that also. Let me copy this, paste the code here, Ctrl V, enter a number here, enter a number here, so that we can ask a number. Okay, let it be I, because we have already declared one I in our program. Okay, this I was commented it earlier, now it is got uncommented. Okay, I am giving one get ch here. So that the program will wait here and it will ask the user to press any key from the keyboard. Press any key to continue. Press any key to continue. So after executing this much, then the system will wait for a key press, then it will continue executing the rest of the code, so that it will be comfortable for the user to understand and go through the program. And one thing more I wanted to do, I have to put this /n. /n is used to separate, so I'll put one /n here. Wow. And one more here, so that everything will be displayed in separate lines. The display will be in separate lines. Okay, again let me compile it. Yeah, it got compiled successfully. Let me run the program. Enter a number. There is some spelling mistake because it is in quotation. System is not going to mind whatever thing you are going to give within quotation. So I am going to give 1 and enter. The program got exited. Something wrong here. The thing wrong here is we have to use ampersand if you are using scanf. If you are using scanf, you have to use ampersand, because I is a variable name and I will be having a memory location assigned within the program. When user is giving a value for this I, that value will be stored in the memory location assigned for I by the compiler. So this ampersand operator is an address operator. We have to specify the address where to store the value. That's why we should use ampersand with scanf. It's a must. Let us try it again. It got compiled. Enter a number here. I am going to enter a number. Let it be 67. And it is asking us to press any key to continue. Now you can enter your string here, A, B, C, D and all. Your string is A, B, C, D, that got printed. Okay. In this program, what I wanted to say you is, you have to use scanf if you are using ampersand I. Okay. We should have printed this value as well. I can give the command here itself. Your number. Your number is, then I will put a %d, so that the %d will be replaced by our I, or the value which is given by the user. Then I will give a break here, /n. So next part will be printed. This press any key to continue, that will be printed in the next slide. Let me run the program, compile it. Run the program. enter a number. I am going to enter 90. Your number is 90. It got displayed here. Just echo here and press any key to continue. Now only the rest of the program will be running. Now it is asking enter your string. Now you can enter some string X, Y, Z, M, N, O, P. Whatever characters you wanted to print, you just type it and it is echoing the string X, Y, Z, M, N, O, P and all. Okay, in this program, one thing very interesting is you have to use ampersand in case of scanf if you are using a integer data type to read, but in the case of string you have used scanf here, but there is no ampersand used here. Why it is so? It is very simple that this string is just an address. This ampersand I is an address, similarly str is an address. If you have to mention a particular pointer value, then you have to give str of 0 for the first value, str of 1 for the second value, and so. Generally, if you are using str like this, then it is same as ampersand str of 0. That means this is an address location same as this. So be careful in the case of scanf. If you are using with string, there is no need of ampersand, but in the case of other data types, whether it is character, integer, float, double or whatever, you should use ampersand with the variable name. Then only it will be refer or it will be referencing the memory location or the RAM location where you are going to store the value for the variable. Let me try some more experiments. We have read some integer value that is got printed there, and again we are reading a string value from the user and we just echoed. I don't want to display it in this way. I am going to comment it out. So let me try it in this way. Can we print it by separate characters by using %C, and we are using separate indexes for the characters, unique characters within the array. And finally we are going to count the number of characters as well, and that also will be printed in the program. So we are not directly printing it with the help of string. So let me give a comment printed here. I am giving one printf statement. Your string is, I am not going to display the string, but I am just giving the command your string is, so that the things coming down is going to print the string. If you want to separate it, then you can give /n wherever it is required. Okay, in this program here we have read the string with the help of scanf, and we are not displaying with the help of percentages and str, but we are using the previous technique with the while loop. We are going to access each and every individual characters in the string array and we are printing it out. So let us see how it is functioning in our program. Let me compile it. So it got compiled successfully. Let me run the program. Enter a number here. Okay, some number I am going to give. That number got executed. It is asking for me to press any key, any printable key can be printed. Enter your string here. We have to enter a string here. Let me give my ID. IT underscore teacher1 at yahoo.com. Your string is Okay, 0 is the length of the string and the string is this one. Okay, we have given this message. Okay, let us change the message there. The program was working except the command. Where is that command? Your number is your string is. Enter your string here. That is okay. Your string is, this is commented. Okay, this one. 0 is the length of the string. So for calculating the length, initially length was 0 and here we have incremented the length. Then what happens? Everything is there, len is given there. Every time the length is getting incremented. Okay, something wrong. It is not displaying in this while loop. That means it is not getting into the loop. That's why the length is len is 0 itself, and this part of printf is also not working. That means it is not coming into this loop. There is something wrong in this logic of printing by characters. Okay, let me see the code once again and we will discuss in the next video. Okay, please go through this video, try this program again and try to understand the code. And if you have any doubts, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.